Hey everybody, it's Shannon with Sparkle and Shine Health and Fitness. I'm a registered nurse with a bachelor degree in nursing, and I work at a hospital locally and work in infection control. So I just thought it would be fun to do this series I've been doing with you on germ busters, just sharing some diseases that we see in the local area, we see statewide, maybe nationally, some different things that pop up, and so I just thought they'd be fun to share with you. So today we're going to talk a little bit about strep throat. It is something that has went around this winter. It's really common, especially throughout the schools and stuff, so I just wanted to visit with you a little bit about that. And today we're going to talk more about bacterial strep throat. There is a viral strep throat too, but the bacterial strep throat is caused by Streptococcus bacteria. And this group A strep is what the Streptococcus bacteria is called. This group A strep can live in your throat, your nose. Many people have group A strep and they don't get sick from it, they're just carriers. But if you are someone that comes into contact with strep throat, you can get it through somebody coughing, sneezing. It's spread through those droplets. If you have like the droplets on your hands and then you touch like mucous membranes, if you eat off of drink out of the same glass or eat off of the same utensils as somebody with strep throat, you can get strep throat. So we're going to talk about some of the common symptoms of strep throat, and those include obviously a sore throat, right? The biggest symptom of strep throat. And it usually comes on really quickly and it hurts really, really bad. You swallow and you just feel like you're going to die because it hurts so bad, right? It's really sore. Usually you have a fever, not always. You can have swollen lymph nodes here in your throat. You can have what's called petechiae, which is like little tiny red spots in the back upper palate of your mouth. You don't have to have that for it to be strep, but that is a common symptom of strep throat. So those are the things to look for. Now with a viral strep throat, a lot of times you'll have like the really red eyes, and that's kind of tells you more it's viral versus bacteria. Some other symptoms you may have would be like headache, stomach aches. Some people even throw up with strep throat, and you can end up with a rash. Especially if you had it for a while, and they call that like a scarlet fever rash. That's something else to kind of look for too. You can also have a cough with it. You can have a hoarse throat. You can have a hoarse throat, a running nose, and those are also more the signs of viral bacteria where you probably gonna have to get over on your own without antibiotics, okay? So there are a couple simple tests to do. Your doctor can check for strep throat and they stick the swab down the back of your throat and they run this test on it and it tells you if you're positive for strep throat or not. And that's the quickest, easiest way to tell. And they will do that if they feel your symptoms are symptomatic for strep throat, okay? If your test is positive, then they're going to give you antibiotics to help get you over that strep throat quicker, right? Get you well fast. That rapid stress test is negative, then they usually go ahead and culture it to make sure it doesn't still grow something out and you still have it. And that usually takes about 48 to 72 hours for that culture result to come back. And then it will also specifically tell you what antibiotics will get rid of it, okay, if you have it. Getting the antibiotics will make your symptoms go away quicker. They will make you get over the illness a lot faster, help keeping you from spreading it on to other people, and it can prevent more serious problems from the strep throat, like rheumatic fever. And that's always the big thing that we really want people to get checked and make sure they have, if it is strep throat or not, so that it doesn't turn into rheumatic fever and cause lots of problems, okay? So a couple of days of antibiotics, you should start feeling better. You should be able to eat. It's really important to stay hydrated because you don't want to eat and you don't want to drink because it hurts so bad when you swallow, right? And it's usually bright red when you look in it. You see these like pus pockets. It can be in your tonsils, on the back of your throat. and you look in these people's mouths and throats that have strep, and it just looks awful, that you can just tell they are miserable. So it's really important to push fluids and stay hydrated with strep throat. Cold fluids really help a lot because they kind of numb that a little bit so that you can stay hydrated. So push fluids, and it seems like with everything that we've talked about through this Germ Buster series, the importance of hand washing, right? Hand washing, hand washing, hand washing. If you have the chance to use soap and water, use soap and water. If not, grab that antibacterial gel and wash those hands. So there's no vaccine to stop this. A lot of the ones we've been talking about the last few days, we've had vaccines that have helped us get through them. Strep throat is just something that if it's bacterial like we've talked about, you need those antibiotics to get over it. So I hope that helped. If you have any questions, post them on the link below, and everybody have a great weekend. Thanks for joining me.